Have you ever found yourself on a Saturday night, phone in hand, just swiping? Left, no, maybe right. You're flicking through faces, hundreds of them, all potential partners, all just a tap away. It's meant to connect us, isn't it? To open up a world of possibilities we never had before. But here's a thought for you. As we sit there, alone in our living rooms, endlessly scrolling through a catalogue of people, are we actually getting closer to finding love, or are we just pushing ourselves further into feeling a bit lonely? It's a funny old game, this modern dating lark. Back in the day, you'd meet someone down the pub at a gig, maybe a friend would set you up, and it was all a bit more real, wasn't it? There was a story to it. Now that room is your phone screen, and it's packed with more people than you could ever meet in a lifetime. These apps promised us the world. They told us finding the one was as easy as ordering a takeaway. But for so many millennials, that promise feels a little bit hollow. It feels like we're working a second job, one that doesn't pay and often leaves us feeling more confused than when we started. The whole thing has become a bit of a numbers game, hasn't it? We've turned romance into a sort of personal stock market, where our value goes up and down with every swipe. Here in the UK, we've really taken to these apps, haven't we? It feels like everyone and their dog is on one. It's become the default way for millennials to meet people. You're not just asked if you're single anymore, you're asked which apps you're on. Research from YouGov shows a massive chunk of young Brits have used a dating app. It's as common as having a brew in the morning. This shift has been rapid. We're all trying to figure out the new rules. But here's the rub. While we're all swiping away, we're not exactly having the time of our lives. A UK study found a huge number of users feel swipe fatigue. Swipe fatigue, worn out by the sheer volume of choice, like an all-you-can-eat buffet. After a while, you just don't fancy anything. The endless stream of profiles blurs into one, excitement turns into a chore. It's the paradox of choice, so much choice that you choose nothing. With options at our fingertips, we become pickier, always wondering if there's someone better a swipe away. We can dismiss people we might have connected with in real life. The app encourages a search for perfection, an impossible ideal. That search for better can stop us finding a good connection right in front of us, and the pressure is immense. You're not just finding a date, you're building a personal brand. Now, you might be thinking this is just us Brits having a good old moan, but it turns out this feeling is a global phenomenon. It's not just in London or Manchester where people are feeling the strain, it's the same story in New York, Sydney and beyond. A study from the Pew Research Center in the United States found similar trends. A large percentage of users described their experience with online dating as more negative than positive. They talked about dishonesty, the harassment, and the sheer emotional drain of it all. It seems that no matter where you are in the world, the highs and lows of digital dating are universal. This feeling of burnout isn't just anecdotal, the science backs it up. Researchers have started looking into the psychological effects of all this swiping. They found that the design of these apps can sometimes trigger a cycle similar to gambling. You get a little dopamine hit with every match, which keeps you coming back for more. But just like pulling a slot machine lever, most of the time you get nothing, which can lead to feelings of frustration and low self-esteem. It's an emotional roller coaster that many people are starting to realize they'd rather get off. One report I read from across the pond was fascinating. It talked about how users, especially women, are often overwhelmed by the sheer volume of messages, many of which are low effort or inappropriate. On the flip side, many men feel a sense of hopelessness, sending out message after message into a void and rarely getting a reply. It creates a system where nobody really wins. It's a shared global headache. So what's the answer? Well, it seems there's a bit of a rebellion brewing, a quiet revolution against the swipe. We're starting to say, enough is enough. We're tired of the superficiality. We're fed up with the ghosting. We're craving something more. We want meaningful connections, not just a list of matches. We want conversations that go deeper than you were all right. This isn't just a feeling, it's showing up in how people are using these apps. There's a growing trend towards apps that prioritize depth over volume and towards quality over quantity. Think about it. Apps like Hinge, with their motto designed to be deleted, are gaining popularity. They force you to put more effort into your profile. You have to answer questions and prompts, giving people a glimpse of your actual personality, not just your best holiday snap. This simple change encourages conversations that start with something more substantial than a simple "hey." It's a move towards slowing down the process, to actually get to know the person behind the profile before meeting up. We're seeing real stories that back this up. A survey found a huge number of millennials would rather go on one good date than 10 mediocre ones. The novelty of collecting matches has worn off. Now it's about finding someone you can actually have a proper chat with. Let's talk about it. So where does that leave us? Standing at a crossroads, I reckon. We've been on this wild ride with dating apps, and we've seen the good, the bad, and the downright baffling. It's clear they are a powerful tool. They've connected people who never would have met otherwise, but they can also cause real stress and loneliness if we're not careful. The key, it seems, is to be mindful. Remember that behind every profile is a real person with hopes and fears. Now I want to turn it over to you. What's your story? Found love on an app? Or feeling lonelier than ever? Tell me the good, the bad, the funny, the frustrating. Pop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get a proper conversation going. Go on, you know you want to.